We have Australia's largest range of tyre brands and sizes. Find a cheaper identical tyre locally stocked and we'll beat it. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
Welcome to round 4 NPL action here at Galvin Park in Werribee. South Melbourne have travelled to take on Werribee City. A chance to get 3 wins to start the season, which would be an excellent result, John Cairo.
Most certainly, David. It's going to be tough, though, because during the week, Werribee City took points off Bentley away from home. They're certainly going to be a difficult team to break down on this very nice surface here at Galvin Park. Let's see how the boys go today. Hopefully we can get another 3 points.
The sun's shining. Let's hope it's shining on South Melbourne for a win here today. And Werribee looking to try and build something from the side there. And just at the right of your screen, Tim Marler doesn't quite look 100%, John. I think he might be hobbling, favouring that left side a little bit. And, he tried to intervene there as that cross floats across the box and doesn't trouble Raganovic. And, Jimmy Cole, the physio, onto the pitch there to look after Tim Marler. He doesn't look 100%. And Tim Marler has been substituted. Young Andy Kachojevic coming on, getting a run. As Konstantinides looks up there. Tries to get a counter-attack going, but nothing doing there, and Werribee trying the audacious long-range chip attempt, but Roganovic wasn't going to be troubled. That one floating over the bar. David Sturton on the set piece here. Plays that one short. Jawadi might have space for a cross or a shot. Goes through everybody into the back of the net. Icky Jawadi opens the scoring. It was a short corner from South Melbourne. We don't say that often, John Cairo. A short corner and an Icky Jawadi goal. Well, it was a well-placed shot. It just seemed to go through all the legs there, past the keeper. South Melbourne 1-0.
There's a first for everything, isn't there, David? Icky Jawadi's been a long time coming for Icky Jawadi, and he's finally opened his goal-scoring account for South Melbourne. Off a short corner as well. He gets the ball at the edge of the box, goes for a shot. I think young Andy Kachojevic, the substitute, did a bit of a dummy there, which caught the goalkeeper, Saric, offline there, and it slipped past him and into the back of the net. We'll see a better angle here from behind the goals. Yes, Andy Kachojevic, nice dummy there, catches the keeper off guard, and eventually it deflects off him and goes into the back of the net. That is an Icky Jawadi goal, however, and I'm sure he's going to claim it.
And we'll hear all about it too, knowing Icky Jawadi. He'll be thrilled with that one, John. Looking to hit back the long-range free kick. That one floated in towards the box. The big bodies of Werribee, and that one's just over the bar from Kudrig. And Roganovic sees it over as well. Chance there for Werribee gone begging. Roganovic hits that one flat and low. That's a poor kick from Roganovic. We're used to seeing better from him. And Werribee starting to get some numbers forward. Those big bodies we talked about could be a threat to the South Melbourne defence. That one played in. Oh, Adams got in the way and tipped that one over the bar. Luke Adams, a vital interception there, John, because that one looked like it was goalward bound.
Yeah, perfect call there, David. It's a wonderful interception. It's a lovely cross as well. And luckily for South, centre back there, Luke Adams, just getting the big foot in the way and deflecting the ball away for a corner.
Looking to get something going from the throw there, Obradovic. He's been very handy, shifting back to right back there. And Sturton with the left foot shot. Saw an opportunity there, but couldn't quite get that one on target.
A half opportunity here for David Sturton, who of course scored his first goal for South Melbourne last week, David. He cuts inside on his favourable left foot, goes for a shot, but it goes well over the crossbar of Saric.
Konstantinides loves to turn defence into attack, and it's a nice ball out there, flat and low. Finds Jawadi, who's got some options in front of him. And he's played it to Kachojevic, a lot of space. Kachojevic, lovely ball, Epifano, and there's the second! A beautiful move by South Melbourne. It was vintage from box to box, finished perfectly by Epifano. Young Kachojevic with the assist. I think he's got to be credited as much as Epifano for that goal. Brilliant work all round. South Melbourne a deserved 2-0 lead, John.
Well, young Andy Kachojevic coming on as a sub very early in the game, David, and he's made an immediate impact. He's been involved with both goals, and in this case, with the assist here. A lovely turn and through ball to Epifano, definitely onside as well, Epifano, and with his first touch just lobs it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. I don't think there's much the goalkeeper can do there. He's been caught a little bit flat-footed. Such was the quickness of the delivery and the first-time shot from Epifano. As you see, he just guides that into the far corner. A very nice finish. South with the 2-0 lead here, and it's looking very comfortable at this stage, David.
And speaking of things that are rare, a rare smile there from Epifano. I think he enjoyed finishing that one off. Battling in the air there, Konstantinides trying really hard to keep this South Melbourne attack going and lunging in there. Geez, no foul given. Tackle looked a little bit loose. Konstantinides a bit sore. Chance now for Sturton. Looking for that right foot shot. Sturton gets it through the gap, but straight at Saric, and no goal there for South Melbourne. A little bit of concern though for Constantinides. Went down in that tackle, and he doesn't look too comfortable.
It's a little bit concerning, David, that we've got two of our defenders hobbling around. Tim Marley already gone off, and it looks like Christian Constantinides might have to go off as well. That's a bit of a late tackle there on him. He's in a bit of pain. Let's see if he can last until half time.
Well, the news here early in the second half is Dane Milovanovic has come onto the park, replacing Constantinides, who couldn't hold up with that ankle injury. And of course, Eager looks like he's moved to centre back, but on to what's happening at the moment. A chance there. Kachojevic lays it for Epifano. Chance now. Sturton chasing, looking to get on the right foot. He's been brought down. Filipovic brings him down, shouts for a penalty. Not given by the referee. It's going to be a corner. Well, that's very interesting, John. That looked very, very close.
Can be seen as controversial, David. I think that Filipovic did get the ball, but we have the benefit of a replay here. Definitely got the ball. But the question for me would be whether he collected David Sturton just before he got the ball. Controversial to say the least. The referee decides not to award a penalty.
Obradovic linking up with Milovanovic, and quick ball down the side there. It's going to be turned over. Milovanovic can't quite reclaim that one. And they've got some numbers here, Werribee. It's going to be a ball played in for Filipovic. Gets it down the left-hand side there. They're starting to get numbers forward. Filipovic gets it back. Might go for a shot. Instead, plays it into the middle, and surely it's going to be 2-1. Yes, it is. Couldn't be kept out by Roganovic. It was very nearly an amazing save, but Werribee, through strength and pressure of numbers, have just brought it back to 2-1, and it's game on here at Galvin Park, John.
And it's Julian Cassano, a substitute for Werribee, that has gotten on the score sheet to make it 2-1. Very poor marking from South, allowing Filipovic to get through, basically unmarked down this near side, and he has a cutback for Cassano to tap in. Almost made a mess of it, and Roganovic did well to get a hand to it and almost made a great save, David, but he couldn't prevent the ball from trickling over the line.
Well, a third and final substitution for South Melbourne as they look to hold this 2-1 lead. Lee Monopoulos coming on for Nick Epifano, who looked a bit sore. And is it the news weren't more desperate? Andy Kachojevic, the young man, looks like he's struggling with cramp on this hot day. Might have trouble playing this one out. Now, Werribee, they seem to have been inspired by that goal. Well, Jawadi gets in the way of that one. The big Filipovic tackle doesn't keep Icky Jawadi down, except Werribee have still got the numbers coming forward. They're going to play a quick one in here. A chance, Eager, great intervention. And now a chance for Jawadi on the counter-attack. Goes through his marker. Still going Jawadi. He's got space in front. Just Colosimo to beat. He's got Kachojevic and Lujic making moves in the middle. Sturton coming now as well. He's been brought down just outside the box. Surely a foul. And yes, it's paid. I think Colosimo knew what he was doing there. He moved forward and brought Jawadi down just outside the area. Probably clever play there from the veteran defender, avoiding giving away the penalty. Milovanovic stands over the ball. Milovanovic delivers and into the side netting, and very nearly the goal that would have killed off this tie. But John Cairo, it's still a game on here.
A nice attempt here by Milovanovic to catch the goalkeeper out at his near post. It's close. It almost beats him. I think the goalkeeper had it covered, to be fair to him. And in the end, hits the side netting, and it's a goal kick.
Well, the ball just floating around towards the South Melbourne area. But Jawadi's managed to keep his pace going. Gives that one the advantage of Kachojevic, but he's just struggling to reach it, Kachojevic. Perhaps that cramp holding him up a little bit. And Werribee still dangerous on the counter-attack. I don't know where they're getting all this energy from. Filipovic played in, and it's somehow missed from Kudric on the underside of the crossbar, and South Melbourne will clear. Well, I thought that was it, John. South Melbourne absolutely out of jail on that one. It looked like we were doomed.
Yes, I think South is going to hold on now, David. That's just the match has just ticked into the 4th minute of injury time, and Kudric with a brilliant chance here to level for Werribee, who've certainly been pressing towards this late stage of the game. His header hits the crossbar with Roganovic well beaten, but it stays out, and I think South is going to escape with the 3 points here. Nice header, but he just couldn't direct it a slightly lower past Roganovic, and in the end it's gone out.
Well, maybe one last chance for Werribee. They've still got numbers. They're still putting their tall timber into the box. Obradovic chasing him towards the side, and that cross will be disappointing. The Werribee coach will be filthy on that one as the whistle blows and spares South Melbourne a few more minutes, and it might have been 2-2, John. I don't think South could have held on much longer. Great fight back from Werribee, and in truth, great grit from the South Melbourne defenders, holding on to a 2-1 lead when the game looked in the bag at half-time.
Certainly was a tough finish for South Melbourne with so many players hobbling around injured, losing a lot of players as well. We started off strongly. Werribee finished the stronger, put a lot of pressure on us, but the boys did very well to hang on and secure a very good 2-1 win away from home, as the fans behind the goals there are showing their support for the boys as they come off the ground.
A good win in the end for South Melbourne. 3 wins to start the season, 9 points. They'll be sitting pretty. This week's Fix Hellas Beer Man of the Match goes to a player who put his body on the line time after time to protect South Melbourne's lead and ensure they got the 3 points. Congratulations to the captain, Michael Eager. Well, I got the captain, Michael Eager, here with me. Michael, it was a tough day at the office. Conditions were difficult. We lost a couple of players early. You had to change positions, and in the end, Werribee looked like they might run over the top of us.
Yeah, look, we certainly made it a lot more difficult than we should have going into the end of the second half. We put a good first half in, went lucky with a few injuries, and look, bad luck there, maybe a little bit of luck at the end as well. But end of the day, 3 points, so we'll take that and move on.
Well, let's talk about that last 30 minutes. You made some vital interventions there. I mean, it really looked like they were just hammering us, and so many times, I can think of 4 or 5 times off the top of my head, you just got in the way of the ball. Does the adrenaline seem to make you play better when you're under siege like that?
Look, personally, I live for tight games, pressure times, and I love that. As captain, you've got to step up, and just as a team, individually, we're saying that between us. Each week, some guys are going to have bad games. We're not going to play that well, but people need to step up. And look, Sturt did really well last week. Myself and maybe a few others did well today, but again, next week we'll need the same from other people.
Andy, first of all, tell us, when you arrived at the ground today, did you think you'd be seeing any game time, let alone nearly a full game?
Well, at the start, I thought I was just going to be on the bench, and sadly for Timmy Muller, he rolled his ankle down the right flank, and Chris was calling down Andy, and me and Brennan were warming up. I thought it was Brennan, and surprisingly it was me, and Chris just told me, have fun, enjoy it, and I thought I did all right, and yeah.
Well, I think the fans thought you played really well today. You had a great moment there. You seem to have really good attacking instincts. Second goal, you got played into some space. You gave a great ball for Eppa, who turned and finished. That must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good feeling. Eppa was facing forward, had a good touch forward and played him in. And he slotted very well, and it was good to get the 2-0 lead here in a hard Werribee surface ground.
Last 10 minutes of the game, it looks like you were struggling a little bit with the cramp, the heat and the high energy. So did you manage to get out the game okay? You did go off for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it was cramping pretty much in all my body, in my hamstring, my calves and everywhere. And it was good. Jimmy came and gave me some fluids, so I just need to get the fluids in and it should be all right.
The cup game coming up next week, will you be looking at that as possibly a chance for you to get some more game time?
Yeah, it will be a good chance to get some more minutes in me, and hopefully I won't be cramping that game. It should be all right.
I've got the coach, Chris Taylor, here with me, and fair to say, CT, that was a very nerve-wracking last 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah, probably. As soon as we had to make the change at half-time, 2 changes in the first half, had to shuffle things around, and it just made it quite a nervous sort of setup. We hadn't really worked on a structure that well, so everything changes, and fortunate in the end to probably come away with the 3 points, but that's the way football is. But we had to make 3 changes for injuries. That happens every once in a blue moon, so that had a major impact on what we did, and no excuse for the way we played second half, but I felt we sat a bit deep and probably overplayed at the back. When we were playing balls through midfield, I thought we looked quite efficient in the first half.
We've got a cup game next week. We'll be resting some players, particularly in light of the injuries we've seen today. I mean, Marla, Constantinides, Epifano all came off. I don't know if Epa was too serious, but certainly KK looked like he was struggling a bit after half-time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll monitor that in the week and just see where they're at. But like I said, we've got a good depth in the squad. Matty Theodore will probably make some sort of appearance next week. So that's a positive for us. And we just got to get through these games, get through the cup game, and just keep looking forward.
And of course, we are celebrating 3 wins in a row, and there are plenty of positives. I mean, Andy Kachojevic, I thought, looked really solid out there today. Yeah, I mean, for a 16-year-old to come on and have an impact on the game the way he did was great. But the difficult part, and I take the full blame for it. He couldn't run out the full game. 70 minutes were a big ask for him. So. It's something we need to look at. But I was pleased with him first half. I thought he created things and gave us another dimension to our attacking play, which is great.